Okay, welcome. Happy Wednesday. All right, we are going to go ahead and get started. This is a Plexus Opportunity Business Call, and we are going to share our testimonies. Myself and two of my sweet friends who are special guests tonight are going to share their business testimonies. So feel free to comment, as we're speaking. If you have a question, you can always ask. We'll try to get to it, but without further ado, I wanted to get started by introducing my sweet, sweet friend, Caitlin. If you know her, you love her. And if you don't know her, you will grow to love her because she's amazing. Anyway, Caitlin is a mama of two precious babies. And she is a military wife, and her husband is currently deployed. So I know I thank you all the time, but thank you for your service and for James's service as well. And Caitlin started, she's going to kind of explain why she started with Plexus, but she is a Senior Gold. So keep that in the back of your mind, because we're going to kind of go through at the end of this what it means and how much we get paid at certain levels. So she's a Senior Gold, and she is pushing and so close to Ruby. So I'm just super excited to be her friend, and I'm so glad that you're here. So Caitlin, you can take it away.
Hi, everyone. My name is Caitlin. So as Jen said, I am a military spouse. My husband just recently deployed. And to be honest, I watched I watched someone on Instagram for a while about the products, posting about the products. And I was like, there's got to be something here. She's like constantly posting about it. And I finally messaged her and I was like, look, I have severe PCOS. I have multiple symptoms. Like, what do these products do? And not going to lie, I sat on the sidelines for a hot minute asking the questions, but not fully jumping in. But I'm telling you, when I decided to fully jump in, I could not, like, I wish I would have done it sooner, honestly, because it changed everything. Like, I was sleeping better. My symptoms were like declining. I was losing weight, like all the things you can think of. And most importantly, keeping my patience with my kids. So, I mean, honestly, it was really just like, why didn't I do this sooner? A lot of people think that if they don't do it, then, it's just, it was really eye-opening for me, especially with a lot of my PCOS symptoms. But then I was only on the products for, I think, 2 weeks. And I decided wholeheartedly, I'm going to do the business. I want everyone to know about this. And I took my sponsor by surprise because she was not expecting me to be like, oh my gosh, you really want to do this? And so she got super excited, and I just started telling everyone about it. I post about it all the time. I tell my friends, my neighbors, the teachers at my daughter's school. So, I mean, honestly, it has changed my life, not only just for my health, but it has also changed us financially. I'm bringing in an extra income. We've been a single income family for most of the time that my husband has been in the military, and it gives us extra income to be able to go take my kids out on a special date, or go get clothes for my kids for school, or, pay my mortgage. I've been able to pay my mortgage with Plexus, and that is a huge weight off of our shoulders. And it's truly life-changing, truly.
I was on mute. Thank you, Caitlin. I love, love, love your story. I mean, so here's the deal. Like, so many people, I love your story, Caitlin, because you didn't join to start the business. Like, you didn't join for that. You joined because you wanted to feel better. And I love that there's so many ways that this business and this income can bless people, and you'll hear my story. Like, I started for the business, whereas, some people start and they just love the products and they can't help but not share them, right? Because Caitlin, you were probably sharing things before, like you were sharing, right? You're like, I got the cutest outfit.
My favorite Starbucks drink, or makeup, or whatever. And it's like, it's in us naturally to want to share the good things.
Yeah.
But people think that just because there's a name behind it, that there's a scam, and it's not. It is truly so life-changing, to bring in over like $1,000 a month. Like, that changes everything, you know?
Oh, it's a big deal. I mean, it is. It's a mortgage payment. It's a car payment, you know, and it does. It takes stress off of you. It takes stress off of your husband. It's just like for those emergency moments, you know, for things like that. And you guys, Caitlin is on her way to a really awesome rank in the company that is going to allow her just an incredible income. Like, you know, she's going to be in the thousands of dollars per month when she hits this next rank. And it's just going to be such a blessing. Like, I just know you because I know you and I know your heart, and I'm so excited for you for that. And so do you want to kind of introduce Courtney and, you know, how you guys, you know, met and all that stuff? Do you want to do that?
So my amazing friend, Courtney, I met her, gosh, so many years ago in college. And
it's been almost 13 years.
Yes, it has been long. And she had seen me post about Plexus. She had been following my LuLaRoe journey for a long time before I went to Plexus. And she was kind of like in and out, wasn't like fully committed. And I was like, look, let me tell you about this. I know this would help you. And it was New Year's Eve, I believe, is when you signed up.
Yep.
So this is Courtney, and she's going to tell you all about her story and where she's at in her journey.
Yes. Hello. My name is Courtney. I actually started for the products as well, not for the business side. I suffered with severe IBD and anxiety. I never had any energy to keep up with my kids. I struggled a lot, and I watched Caitlin's stories, and I was really intrigued because I knew she had a lot of problems with her PCOS, and I suffered from a lot of the same symptoms. And she reached out to me, and I was skeptic at first. I mean, we all are naturally. We kind of have to look into it ourselves, have to do a little research ourselves. But I liked what I seen, and she told me, you know, it's risk-free. She said there's a 60-day money-back guarantee, and it's no risk to you. Just try it out, and if you don't like it, we'll get you your money back. And so I took the plunge. And I'm so thankful that I did, and I will never look back, because these products have not only changed my life, but they've also changed my husband's and my children's. You know, these products are for everybody. And then once I started feeling that difference, I wanted to explore the business side of it. So we discussed that, and she started introducing me to some amazing women on the business side. And I've been blessed to not only make brand new friends and feel like I'm in a sisterhood, but I feel better. You know, I feel good. Like I have so much energy. I can keep up with my kids. I can keep up with our busy lifestyle. You know, now I can help bring in extra money if we want to take a vacation, or, you know, if we just want to spend a little extra in a month. It's nice. And I really believe that Plexus is the best company to be with. Not only, I don't know if you guys have seen some of the diamonds right now, but they're being blessed, and this company is amazing, honestly.
I love that, Courtney. I love that. And yeah, Courtney is referring to the Mexico trip, right? She's referring to Mexico.
Yep.
So one of the things, I mean, we're all watching, we're like, oh my gosh. I qualified to go on the trip. I'm not there. Clearly I'm not in Mexico. But we just couldn't make it work with sports and school and all the things like that. But they are on an incredible trip that happens once a year. Well, we go on many trips, but this is the biggest trip that happens once a year. And they are in these incredible villas. Literally, they have their own pool on the beach. And it's just, they have their own butler, they have their own servers, they have their own personal golf cart drivers that take them all around the resort. I mean, it's incredible. So if trips are your love language, you can also get that here. So that's amazing. I know some people are, you know, some people like gifts, some people like prizes, some people like trips, some people like cash, some people like all of it, you know, but you can do all of that here. First of all, I want to thank Caitlin and Courtney so much for sharing their stories and just seeing like how seamless that was, right? I mean, they were friends and Caitlin started and loved the products and then shared with her friend Courtney. And Courtney was like, oh my gosh, I need these products, and took them and loved them and shared them. And so that's all this is. Like that is, it sounds so simple, right? But it is, it's all it is. It's sharing things. And I don't have to know everybody on this call right now, all 36 of you. I don't need to know all 36 of you to know that when you love something, you share it. You just do. It's just unfortunate that we don't get paid for sharing 99.9% of the things that we share, right? Because, you can't tell me you've never gone to a restaurant that you love, or you've never gone to a movie that you loved, and not told somebody about it. You just do. And you're not doing it, so much so in turn, you get paid for it because you're not. And so if you are on this call and you are either new, like you just started, or you are thinking about joining, and you have any sort of stigma in your head, like, I don't know about that. I just don't know that I can share something and get paid for it. I want to tell you that your time is valuable. It is so valuable, like whether you have a family or you have children or you don't, single mom, stay-at-home mom, not a mom, it doesn't matter. Your time is valuable. It's precious. And so if you're going to be sharing things anyway, and you want to feel good, like this is the place for you to be. Look no further, because this is the place for you to be. And, we did. Oh yeah, I love that. I just did a training last week in Texas, and I was talking to this room filled of just incredible people. And I said, just share like you're not getting paid. That's the key to it, because once we take away that, I'm getting paid for this, it just kind of, everything goes away. And so once you start to fall in love with these products, you will just kind of sink into a groove, and you're just going to start sharing naturally. And that's where the magic happens. And so I'm just going to tell my story real quick, but I want to be able to take you through kind of how you would get started and what that would look like. But I am I'm a diamond in Plexus. So I have reached the top of the company, which has just been the biggest blessing for our family. My why now is to help people to get to where I am. And not everybody wants to go to the top of the company, but I want to be able to help you. If you just started, I want to be able to help you get to where you want to get. So typically when you start, like we'll ask you, like, hey, where are you looking to go? Because some people will be like, I just want to make like $1,000 a month, or 2,000 or 5,000, whatever it is. The sky is the limit here, but we can also get you to where you want to be. So never feel intimidated by joining a company's, by joining this company in particular and saying, oh my gosh, I don't know that I could do that. Or I don't know that I would want to go to the top, because you certainly don't have to. But I started out of a place of need. I started for the business. I'll be completely honest. I really didn't care what the products were when I started. I didn't even know what gut health was. I didn't know that I needed gut health, and I was barely taking a vitamin. But I started due to a job loss in our family, and we needed an income. And thankfully I was following my friend Marianne on Instagram, and I had seen her sharing about this pink drink. And I was like, okay, she is either crazy or she's not, but I really hope that she's not crazy, because one day she started sharing how she was making a 6-figure income just sharing said pink drink that she always had in her hand, and she always drank, and she always loved, and she was always happy. And I'm like, what in the world? And so when she shared that she was making a 6-figure income, I was like, okay, it just hit me on like that day. Have you ever been in like the right place at the right time? Like that was me on that day. It was July 12th, 2018. So I've been doing this for 3 years. So that day I messaged her and I was like, Marianne, I need to do this. And she said, okay, great. And I said, I need to make an income. Like I need money right now. And she said, I can help you with that. And you can earn $1,000 your first month. Like we're having this incredible incentive this month and you can earn $1,000. And I was like, okay, sign me up. And so honestly, the rest is history. She told me what products to get. I ordered those products, not even knowing what they were really. And what I didn't know that I needed was the products. The products are amazing. And I didn't realize that I had an unhealthy gut and I needed to feel better. So that was an added bonus. But when I started sharing, it just came naturally. And I started to find people who wanted to feel better and also people who needed some financial help, or they wanted an extra stream of income. It doesn't have to be a job loss. You don't have to be at rock bottom to start this business. We have plenty of full-time working women on our team who just want extra income, or maybe they have the dream of being able to stay home one day, or maybe they love their job and they want to stay working, but they just want some added income. And so the choice is yours. Honestly, the sky is the limit with this. And so yeah, I did not make I always say I did not make $1,000 in my first month, but I did make over $1,600 my first month. So it was just incredible. And I cried when I got that first paycheck, because I was like, oh my goodness, how am I doing this for my house? Like, how am I sitting at my kitchen table, not having to go somewhere for work? And how am I doing this? In my former life, I was a pharmaceutical rep for 13 years and I loved that job, and it did pay pretty well. I make a lot more doing this, if I'm going to be honest, than I did doing that. But, I had to travel. I had to be on the road. I had to sometimes go to my territory, which was 3 hours away. So I had to drive 3 hours, work for 7, and then drive back for 3, do the math. That's a lot of hours in a day. And so it just was really not an ideal job for me. So this is honestly just such an incredible opportunity. You get to help and bless people feel better, and you get to help and bless people financially if that's something that they need or that they're looking for, so we have something for everyone. So I just want to encourage you, based on hearing these stories tonight. I mean, obviously we don't have the same stories, which I love. Like me and Caitlin and Courtney do not have the same exact background and the same stories, and the same reasons for starting. But, what we do have is this incredible team. We have these products that help to keep us feeling just incredibly amazing. We'd love to share them. And we just really have a really good environment and a good team for you to be able to do that and not be alone and not be like, what do I do next? We've got all the systems in place. So with that being said, I want to share with you real quick, just kind of take you through a little screen show of just kind of what Plexus is and how you can get started. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Of course, it's not on the right slide. Such is life, right? Okay, so this is our team. That's an actual picture of us. We went to Hilton Head in January. We were on the beach, freezing, and it was raining. So, but it was so much fun. So kind of just like I said, our team, there's a ton of different backgrounds on our team. So you will fit in no matter where you are in life. So who is Plexus? You can kind of read through that. But one of the biggest things that I do like to point out, because when you are starting with a company, you want to make sure that you are joining a solid company, right? And Plexus has an A+ BBB rating. So I think that's something really important to look at, because it means they literally cannot get better. So that is products, that is customer service, just business practices. So it's really an awesome company. So what is Plexus? So these are just showing some of the products that we have. Obviously our pink drink you've probably heard of, that's our most popular product, but we have products for all different things: gut health, weight loss, nutrition, skincare. We have kids products, overall wellness, anything, we have got it. Okay, so why Plexus? So maybe you have been with another network marketing company. Maybe, maybe you're still with one and you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm trying to decide. You'll see in a second with the pay. The pay is incredible, but it's not always about that. With Plexus, you literally have no required purchases. You will literally just order your own products and that is it. You don't have to carry an inventory. And so many of these network marketing companies, I've heard horror stories that people have to join and they have to pay $500 to join, or I heard somebody had to pay $5,000 once to join. I'm like, what? And so you don't have to worry about that with Plexus because ain't nobody got time for that, right? You don't have to host parties, you don't even have to do online parties if you don't want to. You just chat with people, on social media, family, friends, like however is most comfortable for you, that's what you do. And then we kind of touched on this earlier about there being no quota. There is no quota. You just determine where you want to go and how you want to get there. So this is when I was telling you what I earned my first month. This is showing you what you would earn this month, which it is a lot more than I earned 3 years ago, which is awesome. But so this is just, showing, for example, if you shared with one friend, you would earn $35. So you literally could order your products, tell one friend about it, they start with you, and you earn $35. If you share with 3 friends, it's $407. And so most people, honestly, that join our team, they will do this in their first day or two. Like they will join and be like, I'm going to grab, I always say, grab your ride or die people. Like if you were going to join a gym, who would go with you? Or if you were going to try out a new restaurant, who's going with you? Remember the days of fad diets, right? You're like, cabbage soup diet, who's doing this with me, right? And you grab your 3 friends. That's what you do with Plexus. And literally, I know I never got paid for doing the cabbage soup diet with anybody, but if you're going to join Plexus and share with 3 friends, you're going to earn $407. So pretty awesome, right? And then, just look at 6, 10, you're looking at over $1,300 and 2218, so 2,218. And I want to tell you this too. We have people do this every single month on our team, to refer 20. In their first 30 days, they refer 20 people. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the way that it goes, and it's awesome. It's such an incredible opportunity. Okay, so this is the income that you would earn. You heard me talk about rank and levels. And so you start at silver and you work all the way up. And again, you don't have to go to the top of the company. You absolutely do not. So I think that is something that holds some people back because they're like, oh, the thought of making, some people will look at that time and they go, the thought of making $38,000 a month is just insane, right? But it's true. And, I'll be honest, these are averages. I do not make $38,000 a month. I make around 28 to 30,000 a month, depending upon the month. And I share that only because this is a business call, right? So I want to share that with you. Just full honesty, it is an insane amount of money. I started with nothing. I started with negative in my bank account when I started sharing Plexus. And so I just want you to know that this opportunity is legit. It is real. But you might be thinking that, when I started, I wasn't like, I want to earn 30,000 a month. Like that wasn't where my thoughts were, I knew that I needed to make somewhere around 4,000 or 5,000 a month. That's what I knew I needed to cover our bills at the time. So we would be able to help you with that. If you say you want to earn 2,000 or if you want to earn 5,000, we can work with you on that. And so on the right, it's just showing what our team is comprised of. I actually have not updated this in a couple months. So I know we have more than that, but it just goes to show that you can hit any rank that you want. It's just an awesome, awesome opportunity. And then this is just showing some of the images that we have. So you might be thinking, well, I would love to do this, but I don't even know how I would share. I don't like taking photos, or I don't have any photos that I would want to share. And we have libraries of photos. And so you never have to take a photo if you don't want to, but it is fun to just get your pink drink and you take a photo with yourself, or put it on a table and take a picture, or do it on the soccer field. I often have my pink drink, not often, I always have my pink drink on the soccer field and I take photos of it, little boomerang, little selfie, it's just showing that I love my pink drink and I have it with me all of the time. So, but we help with that. So you are never by yourself. If you have any anxiety right now, hearing any of this or watching any of this, just throw it out the window because we have got you. So that is us. I just want to thank you guys so much for being here. And I want to thank Caitlin and Courtney for sharing their stories, and just hope that you feel, you feel led and just hopeful. And, please go back to whoever invited you to this call, or if you just joined and you're new, go back to whoever you started with and just let them know, something that inspired you tonight, or let them know, hey, I really was inspired by this and I would like to, make this amount of money per month. How can I do that? And we will help you and we will guide you and you will get there. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. Sometimes you just got to not think so much about it because, like for me, it was a need. I needed to do it. So I couldn't think that much. I just had to go in and I just tunnel visioned myself all the way to the top. And so I know that that's hard to do, but we are here to help you every single step of the way. So I just want to thank you guys again for hopping on tonight, and have an awesome Wednesday. Thanks, guys.